Hi everyone. So as we discussed, we have prepared one automatic procurement application. So from starting purchase request to ending creation of purchase order. So in this phase, in this journey, we have so many phases. We will explain each one every phase with the demo. So here in the blueprint, we can see that when we create the purchase request, the purchase request should want to be reviewed and approved by the procurement HOD and procurement executive. So this is phase one. So first we will show this demo in Creator how this phase one works. So as Naveen, please go into the user account.
Sorry.
Yeah. As you can see that for demo we have kept two accounts beside. So one account is procurement HOD and procurement executive team. The user belongs to the team, and another account is just nothing but the user who creates the line items and purchase request. So now we are in this user account, so he can just create the purchase request with the line items. He doesn't have any approval field and authority to approve, just he submits this. You can see that he gives only the line items and the quantity. Remaining all will be given by the vendor which we have been selected after approved by the HOD team. Yeah, can you please submit? Okay, go to PRS necessary report. You can see that the one which we have created now is created with the number 15. And Naveen, please go to RFQ. Can you please show the drop down? You can see that in this drop down we doesn't have 15 because 15 purchase request we cannot create code without the approval of HOD and executive. So now whenever the record is created, the procurement HOD and procurement executive team will be triggered with an email that this record has been created. Now they will check the email and they will go and click on the edit the procurement HOD and procurement executive team users and check all the line items and the quantity the user has been given, and they will approve. Yeah, please update this when approved. When approved, then only we can see this purchase request number in the RFQ. So without their approval, we cannot create the code. So this is how the phase one works. Now you can see the 15 number has been came. So this is how the phase one works: the approval and the creation of purchase request. Now, can you please go into the blueprint? Yeah. Now in the phase two, we will create all the codes with the vendors we have, and we will send that codes to vendors, and the vendors will receive the quotations. Now we will show a demo of the phase two, how the RFQ module works. So now we have created the purchase request and we are selecting the vendor to whom we need to send the purchase request. And you can see that automatically we have got all the items whenever we click selected on the purchase request. So these are all the automations, nothing to do manual, just when we need to click the purchase request. So now when you click on submit, automatically the vendor which we have selected will be get triggered with a mail. You can see that please provide your code for the PRSR number, and the vendor name will become, the purchase request number will become, and when he click on the button, you can see that the record which we have submitted and selected to send the money, to send the code to the vendor, that has been come. So when we have click on edit, he doesn't have the option to add the items or edit the items and quantity and vendor name. We have disabled everything. Just he need to come and check the items and give the price, and that's it. And here the total price also will be automatically calculated with the help of quantity and unit price. We can execute that in further. As of now, it is not automated, but in further we'll automate that also. Please edit this record. Am I audible?
Yes, Jan, yes, yes.
Uh,
It's more audible.
See, you can see that all the unit prices and the amount, quote amount has been come. So yeah, Naveen, please create another RFQ for another vendor. Now we are sending this quote for another vendor. Now we will check how this vendor gives the quote amount for the line items. You can see we have sent this mail to Sajent vendor. Now he will click on the button and he will edit this and he will give the quote amount and everything, every unit price. Total price will be as mentioned. It will come automatically. Now please go into our application. You can see that for purchase request, Sajent and Naveen vendors has given the quote amounts like 20,000 and 24,000. So in this way, this phase two will be continue. Like we'll create the RFQ, we will select the vendors, and we will send the vendors our quotations. So in this way, this phase two will works. Now when we come into the phase three, now we need to give the negotiations. So whatever the vendor quotes, we will give negotiation for that, and we'll wait for their acceptance and everything. After that, we'll do the comparative statement and negotiation. So now we'll go into this demo of this step. Yeah, please select the when we select the purchase request, see, you can see that in our database we have lot of vendors, but only we are showing two names here, because for this purchase request we have created with these two vendors only. So we no need to search for all the vendors, so we have filtered the vendors also here according to the purchase request. So for this Naveen quoted amount, we are giving some negotiation amount. So now we will submit this. So whenever we submit this for the Naveen vendor, it will be triggered that we have given the negotiation amount this. Yeah, you can see that negotiation required, it has came. Yeah, please open and you can see dear Naveen and every message, and please click edit on this. As you can see here, everything we have kept it disabled because he should not edit these all things. Just he need to see the negotiation amount, what we are asking. And if he accepted our negotiation amount, he will accept and submit it. And we have kept comments also. Whatever the comments he gives, we can check and everything. So whenever we go into the application, we can see the negotiation amount that Naveen vendor has been given to our purchase request 18,000. This is how the negotiation will come into our application by triggering the vendor's email. Yeah. Can you close and Can you please create another negotiation? So everything will be almost all everything will be automated, and just we need to select the purchase request number, and all the vendors and all the quote amount will be automatically comes. You can see another negotiation mail has also been triggered with the vendor name which we have selected, and now he can give the negotiation amount. Now he can say, check this and he can accept or not. Yeah, if he accepts this, he can tick that, and it will be reflected into our application automatically. You can see that the acceptancy has become true for Sajant and Navin, which the vendors has accepted our negotiation amount. So in this way, the negotiation works from quote to negotiation. So after negotiation, you need to compare every vendor how much negotiation amount he has been given, how much quote amount he has been given. So that can be compared in the CSQ module. Can you please refresh? You can see that as when we select the purchase request, here we have selected five. So when we select the purchase request, automatically the vendor quote amount and negotiation amount of that vendors which have been given will be reflected, and we can see the negotiation amount acceptancy or not, that vendor has accepted or not. If he accepts us, and if we select the final vendor selection, and we tick on the purchase order checkbox, automatically the purchase order will be created in the creator. Yeah, this is the flow which we have created from purchase request to purchase order, the from quotes to negotiation to comparative statement to purchase order. This is the flow we have been created. Thank you. Hi, this is how the inventory tool and the dashboard looks like. In this inventory, we have items, sales, purchases. In items, we can add all the items in our warehouses. We can view the stock and everything. Its pricing and the stock on hand, how many we have present. So here we can adjust the items manually or automatically. By manually also we can adjust. Suppose if the items come physically to our warehouse, so we can increase manually by 5 by 10 like that items, so that feature also present in this inventory. So mm, automatically, in the sense, whenever we raise the purchase order, the items will come to us. So the items will automatically will be increased in the warehouses in this inventory. So here when we check here the purchase orders, you can see how the purchase order looks like. So this is the template. In this template we can keep we can change this template, and we can customize this template in further future, like keeping the company logo and everything. And automatically the purchase order number, the delivery address, the totals, the billings, receivables, everything we can see in this purchase order, the quantity, everything. So this is how the purchase orders have been tracked in the inventory. So by that we don't get any manual works. Automatically the items will be triggered and they will be increases, and sometimes it will be decreases when we raise the sales order. And here we can keep the trigger that whenever the items goes less, suppose if we have an item with stock on hand 10, so automatically we can keep the reorder level also, we can trigger the reorder level also. And for different warehouses we can maintain the stock items in this one inventory account only. Suppose in warehouse A, warehouse B, warehouse C, I have mouse. So in one warehouses, I have some stock. That also we can be shown here. So this is how much we can say that inventory is tracking the items and everything. How clean will be inventory. So we need no need of any manual things. Everything will be cleaned and be clear And in this we have transfer order future also, so we can transfer items from one warehouse to another warehouse also. And we can track the shipping delivery items also. We can track that also, shipping delivery items also. We can see the transactions what we have done, we can see the history what the item is going in this warehouse. So this is about the small brief introduction about our inventory tool, how we are maintaining the inventory tool in this and everything. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, from starting what we have discussed from purchase request to purchase order, we have completed all this flow like creating of purchase request, those approvals and receivals, and creating quote we are sending to vendors, and we are negotiating it, and we are comparing, and we are selecting the final vendor, and we are creating a purchase order in inventory. So and this is about all the flow process from purchase request to and purchase order, and a small brief demo how the inventory works, how easy the inventory to handle between different warehouses, and and doing all the things automatically by our procurement application and inventory by integrating these. Thank you.